We continue our live coverage of the terrorist attack in Barcelona, and now, over the last hour, another attack just south of Barcelona in the town of Cabrils. 4 terrorists have been shot dead by police there. 1 has been seriously wounded. They were inside a van that did manage to injure some pedestrians in Cabrils. But for the most part, the majority of that, what appears to be a terrorist attack, was foiled. Joining me now to talk about it, the founder and president of the American Islamic Forum for Democracy, Zuhdi Jasser. Dr. Jasser, thank you for being with us. The Prime Minister said today of Spain that this is a war against jihadi terrorists. And it appears he chose that language very carefully and very specifically. That language is important, isn't it?
Very important, because as long as we call it violent extremism, Greg, we're not going to get anywhere. And so far, most of the Western countries, including our allies in the Middle East and others, are calling it a battle against violent extremism. And what is that? That could be anything. And the reason we continue to miss some of these, even though most of these attacks we are able to get before they happen, but many are making their way through because they're using vehicles, using things we just can't predict as being weapons. We're not going to get it until we realize that the precursor of violent Islamism is nonviolent Islamism. So all the separatist narratives that are anti-Western, anti-Semitic, pro-misogynist, and other types of ideas that are incompatible with Western liberalism, we need to start unroofing as being the precursor. And Prime Minister Cameron in Britain called it out in 2011. He said we need muscular liberalism. And that's the long war against jihadi insurgents, be it in Spain, the UK, or in the United States.
Why is it leaders like President Obama were so reluctant to use such specific targeted language?
Because they were so ethnocentrically focused on the partisan battle of minority politics and identity politics in Washington and in America that they ignored the bigger picture of what's happening globally within the House of Islam between the theocrats and the liberal thinkers. So rather than take sides within the House of Islam, where you have 1.6 billion Muslims around the world battling this battle of the 21st century for modernity, unfortunately, leaders like Prime Minister Trudeau, President Obama, and other far and left want to use us Muslims for partisan bickering internally rather than having a bigger picture strategically on what to do globally to help Muslim reformers battle pro-Western muscular liberalism against the theocrats all over the planet.
I've got 30 seconds left, and this is a truly unfair question. How do we win?
We shift from CVE to CVI, countering violent Islamism, and we have a cultural shift from not only government, military, but music industry, Hollywood, media, universities. Every front needs to be in the battle against political Islam.
Dr. Zuhdi Jasser, thank you very much for being with us tonight.
Thank you.
We truly appreciate it.